Hello, hi. Welcome to my channel. My name's Mara. So, okay, well, how do I even begin? So, obviously my channel name is Wake Up with Mara. So what does that even mean? I feel like I just had to do a video that just gives an introduction to like make sense of everything. So I'll just begin. Okay, so I started this channel because well, I guess about a year and a half ago, I just had so much stuff happen to me, like so much that couldn't be ignored, that it instigated a spiritual awakening. And at the time, I mean, I still have a friend, but she's still my friend. But at the time, she was talking about twin flames and astrology. And anyone that knows me personally knows that I'm really into astrology now, for really good reason. So anyway, well, I'll have to make a whole other video about this because it's such an extensive subject. But I guess really quickly, just like the whole twin flame idea is probably much more a feminine identity kind of thing, because it's just very romantic. It's meeting your soulmate. It's meeting your true soulmate, your you know, your true reflection of yourself. But in a way, it's a good trick for feminines, or well, whoever is into it, because what it really shows you is everything that you thought you were always looking for in a romantic partner is really what you're looking for within yourself. So it propels you, it catapults you into your own self-discovery and understanding that to find your true match, it's a good word, is that you have to understand your own self first. How can you understand who your true match would be if you don't understand what truly you want or what you're all about? So really, it's kind of like a trick in a way to get you to figure out your own self. So anyway, I'm doing this video because I've been so extremely fearful of doing exactly what I'm doing right now, which is being on camera and being vulnerable and being truthful about the things that I've gone through. But I've had an extreme amount of divine guidance, of putting me right here in this space right now. So at some point I just had to do it. So today's the day, right? So yeah. So this whole like notion of being in love with love, which has been the story of my life, and me never really feeling comfortable being on my own without someone else, has been my own spiritual journey. I know that everyone has their own paths and journeys and ways of looking at things and understanding things, but I think for a lot of people, you know, it doesn't have to be a woman, by the way, just people that identify with the feminine identity, energy, I should say. It's a great way of getting you on this path to your own self-discovery and appreciating yourself and your own self-worth, because that's what it comes down to. So when you're in toxic relationships, it's because there are things that you are still needing to heal within yourself. So what ended up happening is I got to the point where I had so many toxic relationships. I mean, so many like emotionally abusive relationships that it became like this humongous, like huge slap in the face where the universe is like, hello, are you ever gonna get it and get the F out of all this stuff? It just became so obvious that I couldn't not pay attention anymore. I had people that call me a piece of shit, stupid, dumb, crazy. I'm gonna grow old and die lonely and loveless. No one will ever want me. No one will ever love me. What else? Do the world a favor and just off yourself. Yeah. Everyone in the neighborhood talks about you and wants to fuck you, but you're just a butterface, and so they laugh at you. Literally had dog shit thrown at me, spitting in my face, yelling at me, nose to nose, backing me up into a corner, almost getting raped. I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, you know, when someone is towering over you and backing you into a corner and grabbing your neck and telling you just to relax, it seems like that's the direction it was going in. Thankfully, I got out of that. And I'm just talking about the last like 2 years. Well, 2 years ago, I should say, because thank God, thank God for my mother, was just aware enough of my situations to, I like to tell people, like, literally kidnap me. Like, she literally bought a plane ticket, came out to LA, put my body on a plane and put me back into Georgia and let me spend the last 9 months just like recovering from all this. But anyway, these are what spiritual awakenings are all about, right? So speaking of my mother, you know, one of the guys that I was seeing, she was like, well, just leave him. And I said, well, yeah, obviously, duh. But I started to get enough clarification and awareness that I said, well, I started to just realize that I was the common denominator. So I said, well, until I find the next one that does the same thing to me, and the next one that does the same thing to me, and the next one that does the same thing to me. So I started to realize that there's a cycle happening, and I'm the one in the middle. So it just like the universe like forced me to have to look at why this was happening, which was just a lack of self-worth, a lack of confidence in myself. So which definitely goes back to my childhood, but not that I want my family to feel like I'm blaming them. It's not at all that. It's anyway, okay, so long story short, what I'm trying to say is that this whole twin flame journey got me into tarot cards, and watching tarot card readers on YouTube, and they are such great healers. They just like promote your best interests and your best health and your best well-being. And then that prompted me into understanding spirituality and why we're here, and the universe and physics and just everything. So, you know, in a funny way, I actually, you know, I'm so grateful for all the blessings that I've had in my life, but I'm so grateful also, to be completely honest with you, I'm grateful for these challenges that I've had in my life as well, because it's the challenges that made me have to open my eyes and figure out what the problems were and what the things were that I needed to change in my life. So I kind of thank the people that gave me those challenges, if that makes any sense to anybody. Because I think my mom's probably gonna watch this, my family. Like, I don't blame anybody. I don't blame my childhood. I don't blame anything, because, well, this is gonna have to be a whole other video, because it's an extensive subject. But you know, your soul predestines what you're going to go through in this lifetime when it incarnates, because it has certain lessons it needs to learn, it has certain things it needs to heal from. And so for me to blame anybody that gave me a hard time, that gave me challenges in my life, would be as ridiculous as saying that, you know, if I were the writer of my own life story, which I am, we all are, but anyway, another video. If I were the writer, the director, the producer, the caster of my own life's movie, and then I was a starring role in that movie, and then I had my villains come into me within that life story, that life movie, so to speak, and then after the scene ended, I got mad at the actor for treating me that way, that would be ridiculous. The actor would be like, well, I'm just playing a role in your life, because that's what happens. Everyone's just playing a role in your life, to cause you to think, to make you more aware, to teach you lessons, to help you evolve. That's what I'm looking for, to help you evolve. So I'm actually extremely grateful. Excuse my language, but as shitty as it was. Oh yeah, I mean, not to you. I had a fingertip cut off. That's how bad it got in my life. I mean, you know, I had two people attacking me and my friend, and my finger got slammed in the door. My fingertip got cut off. But you know what? People lose limbs. People lose arms and legs and all kinds of things, and motorcycle accidents, car accidents, war, you know. I think I can live without a fingertip, but I'm just saying, like, it got really dramatic. It got dramatic to the point where I just couldn't ignore it anymore, is my point. So, anyway, I don't want to make this too long, but my point is I've had extreme divine guidance of pushing me into this direction of making videos and having a YouTube channel and sharing my story with people, because after toxic relationship after toxic relationship after toxic relationship after toxic relationship, I can go on and on, in all areas of my life, not just romantic. That's what floored me. Like, I was like, whoa. It bled into my work life, my roommate life, my friendship life, like everything. I just want people to know that there's a reason that these things happen. And it's to further your growth. And so, what is it, December now? What I know for sure, one of the things I know for sure is that I am in such a more knowledgeable and much healthier place now than I was a year ago today. And even just a few months ago. So I don't know everything. I don't think anyone on this earth knows everything anyway. But if I can just share my story and let other people know that they're not alone, that's a great thing. If I can have some words of wisdom that help them, that I've learned that they still need to get through, then that's even a better thing. So that's my hope. That's why I'm calling it Wake Up with Mara. It's my middle name, by the way. And it's the Latvian divine goddess, Mother Earth. I'll do a different video about that too, because it's pretty astounding, the synchronicities. So when you awaken, when you start seeing and understanding and just acknowledging the synchronicities, it's just so magical is the word I want to use, magical. That's when enlightenment happens. So anyway, that's my point of this channel. I guess I'm treating this as sort of like an introduction to my channel, because to be honest with you, this is like nerve-wracking to me, just being on camera and talking like this. It took me like a year to do this, to be honest with you, but I think that's the point, is you have to face your fears in life and listen to your divine guidance and follow what makes you truly happy, like truly happy. And I know that this is the route that I need to go. So anyway, I hope that helps people, and I really hope that you consider subscribing to me. Would really appreciate it. And share and like and comment with your opinions. I'd really appreciate that too, because I'm so curious. I'm such a I want to call myself a conversation starter, because I love talking about things like this, and I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to in my 3D life about these things. So if I can do it in my virtual life, well, at least there's that, right? I mean, that's a great thing, actually. So, yeah, I guess I'm done. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. See you on the other side.